Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Something Saturday on our channel where we talk about things we didn't get to talk about the rest of the week. However, we have a big Halloween update to talk about. That's right, a huge Michael Myers update has just happened. This close to St. Patrick's Day. But let's jump right into it. Alright, so news broke last October that the franchise may be resurrected on the small screen, with Miramax securing the rights, and there was this whole bidding war thing going on. The project was supposed to bring the franchise into its own cinematic universe, with both film and television occurring. Now, what happened was we didn't hear anything more about this bidding war except for a few occasions when it would be brought up again. Well, now all that has changed. According to Mark Helwig, Miramax head of worldwide television, talking to Deadline, the Halloween TV series will serve as a creative reset, which will go back to John Carpenter's original classic and focus on characters introduced in the movie. And it will also revolve around some people from the direct sequels. Now, this is actually very huge news because now we have movement on this TV series. And you might remember the past couple of episodes we've talked about. We've had to talk about different franchises getting the TV treatment. Of course, the Friday the 13th Crystal Lake series, and then there was the Fred series that, well, was a hoax. But even still, this is big news because this is telling us that Michael Myers is coming back. He goes on to say, we're on the fast track. It's a big priority for us. We've had a lot of exciting conversations with a number of really talented people, and I think we'll have a pretty good idea of what we're going to be doing very soon. We're hoping to lock down the creative team very soon. So that is really amazing news for the TV series. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what this could mean because they are talking about us getting a movie that will connect to this TV series. That seems to be all the rage. I mean, if you remember back when Child's Play started, they said that they were possibly going to be doing more movies with Chucky. We haven't seen that happen, but we've had several seasons of Chucky. And then there is talk about the Friday the 13th possibly continuing on in movies. That's been an ongoing topic, but this series would come first. And now we have confirmation that that is exactly what they plan on doing here. Now, I had heard this yesterday that they were going to be doing this and they were going to focus on lesser known characters. So what I'm hoping they do with this franchise is maybe not have Laurie Strode come back as the main character. Have someone else come back. Have someone that we haven't gotten a chance to follow come back. Maybe it follows Michael Myers before he hits Haddonfield. Maybe we get some of that before we get into any actual Halloween stuff. However, I doubt that because they are saying it takes us back to the main movie. And anything that takes us back to the main movie and the main Michael Myers origin is just going to have to follow some of the same characters. I just hope that they can make it to where it doesn't necessarily follow the events as we know them. Give us some things we didn't get to see in the movie. Give us some scenes that we never saw because that's what's going to make the fans go crazy for this. And by the way, I hope that they keep it in 1978 because I feel that that's where the show belongs. If they put it anywhere else, I feel that's going to be a mistake because building on Michael Myers' origin, we really have to make it seem like it did before. Sure, rebooting, doing whole new timelines is okay, but anytime they've ever revised an origin and made it a completely different date, it has always hurt the final project. Always. Because the fans of the original do want it to remain within the same timeline it belongs, especially with a series that has had as many sequels as Halloween. You definitely don't need to mess with the original timeline in order to present Michael Myers as a viable threat. I think modernizing him is going to really hurt things, and I kind of hope they keep him exactly where he is. I mean, you can look at the Michael Myers that Rob Zombie created. He did exactly the same thing, and he did take some liberties with it that fans didn't like. But ultimately, he did what this TV series is talking about doing. He made a series that was going to be based around Michael Myers and the first movie. And that's something we've seen happen a lot. It has to be people that care about this franchise. And as long as you get somebody that cares about the franchise and they honor the character, I think it will be okay. But I would like to see a little bit of Michael Myers' supernatural side explored. Let's not try to make him too human because I think that would really hurt the overall movie. I think when you're dealing with Michael Myers, you need to remember exactly who he is. And who he is the shape, the monster, the evil. This is the man who was described as being the picture of evil, okay? He should continue to be the scary entity. That should be what happens. And to do anything else, to try to humanize him, to try to make it to where he doesn't have the supernatural abilities, I think it's going to hurt him anyway. Now, I do know that Michael Myers didn't start off necessarily having supernatural abilities, but for the sake of what we know of Michael Myers, I think that that is kind of where they should go with it from the very beginning. They should try to explore some sort of supernatural type of thing with this series because it will give it that longevity that is going to be needed. It will give it that flavor that it's going to need to traverse from TV to the movies. And I don't want to follow Laurie Strode in the movies. I don't want to follow the main characters of this series in the movie. If you want to connect it, introduce a character or so and have them appear in the movies, then that's fine. But I think what's ultimately got to happen here is that you have to make Michael Myers into a threat. And I don't know if they're going to be able to do that in this TV series or not, but my hopes are high and I really think it's going to be a lot of fun. If nothing else, we're going to get more Michael Myers, more Halloween, and that is something that every fan out there wants, especially after the last trilogy of movies, which were kind of divisive and people didn't really like them that much. I've spoken to a lot of people who love them, and I personally thought they had a lot of great moments. There are some things that I really didn't like about them, but this news is exciting. We always kind of knew that going forward it would have to be rebooted completely. We know Jamie Lee Curtis is not going to be a part of anything going forward. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Jamie Lee Curtis not coming back as Laurie Strode. And I'm fine with them not making Laurie Strode the main character. In fact, I really hope they don't. Focus on new people we haven't seen within Haddonfield. Maybe have Laurie Strode and that stuff happen, but we don't have to focus on it completely. I think that this presents a lot of really cool possibilities. I think that it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. We just have to see where they take it, how far they can take it, and if their plan actually works. But I want to know what you guys think. Are you excited about this at all? Do you think that this is a great idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? We want to hear from you. So make sure that you leave us that comment in the comment box below. Make sure you share this video with all of your friends. They're going to want to be a part of the conversation as well. Don't forget to hit that like button. It's free. It helps the channel, and we appreciate it. Miko says we need more subscribers. You don't want to disappoint Miko. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. Then, friends, at the end of the day, I know, you know, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.